コール・オブ・クトゥルー。ほほ。
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
あれ、随分なんか綺麗になってない？お屋敷ってことだよね。
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I
だって
can't
ブラッドボーン
explain.
の肉抜きみたいなことされてたよ。
What happened?
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia.
Demented.
No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
狂ってると思われちゃうかな。
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well. I'll go to see
命運
Francis's
を左
widow.
右します。
Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
うん。サンダースでピアス・コールデン・ブラッドリーの3人は組んでサラ・ホーキンス事件を解決することにした。彼らは新たな道筋を掴んでいる。美術品収集家であり、画家の友人であり、ピアスの目の前で死んだフランシス・サンダースである。この不幸な男が自然に口にした空鬼について妻に聞くため、探偵が家に向かう。
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here.
おう。
You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
He started raving, screaming that a dimensional shambler had found him.
Mercy, that story again. Why have him interned?
That was when he began to convulse and twist with pain. Or terror, it's hard to tell.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not really sure of what I saw, or what I didn't see. But it's best that you weren't there.
I should have been there. What you're telling me is outrageous. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
So ask Fuller, he's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you, you'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me, his own widow. You must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Shambler.
Well, you can't imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Thank you, Miss Sanders.
Did she really care for him after all?
ご逝去されたご主人様のご遺体をお求めのお手紙を拝領いたしました。誠に遺憾ながらご遺体をお返しすることはできかねます。ご主人様の抑留の際、ご遺体はこちらで処理する旨の証明をいただいております。この度は心よりお悔やみ申し上げます。どうも。でも、もう話からすれば別に送り込んだとか治療してもらえると信じてた。
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives. Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? A house of artists. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
恐れるあまり絵を売ることができなかった。
He was Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
ああ、もう読めない。出れないんだ。
The Shambler. I need to see it. Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take anymore. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That gallery. Those accursed paintings, that accursed Sarah.
Hmm. こうなんですか？違いますね。ギャラリー。奥さん、あなたの家の地理を私は知らないんです。
A strange Amerindian pendant.
ペンダント。
I could use one of those. Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
フランシス、この呪われた絵画を所有する希望はどうかを捨てください。私たちの友情があなたにとって意味のあるものならばご容赦ください。あなたの破滅を招くわけにはいきません。友よ、どうか空鬼のことはお忘れください。サラ・ホーキンス友より。サラは自分の書いたものが何を引き起こすのかは
An old diary.
牧師夫人の日記3。ウィッチウッド氏の集団にページを割いた間、妻は上陸して以来死のなんだこれ回収が見ている奇妙な夢について心配を吐露している。夫を含む集団の一部は神に送られた使者としてのビジョンを語るようになった。失われた民族と同じ祭りに向かうのではと彼女は恐れている。画廊の鍵。なんだこの選択。
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I'm not here to cause trouble, if that's what's worrying you.
Worry me? Don't overestimate yourself. If the last beating wasn't enough for you, I can always give it another go. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network, and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
Main まあ読みたくなっちゃった。マリウス・ベスティアルム第2巻。怪物じみた正体不明の生物は百科事典的なもの。実在するような気がしている。まあこういうのをどんどん読んでいくと気が狂うんだろうね、きっとね。 解剖学的質疑に関する論文。学生が書籍化したものである。考察は的を置いてはいるものの、医師としての専門知識には欠ける。しかし投げかけられた問いから人体解剖学の新たな探求の形を想像させてくれる。そういえば結構済んだか。12だってよ。どうしようか。まあこんな感じかな。で、これかい？隠れるところがあるね。
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
なんか文字盤光ってるけど大丈夫？ゲームボーイライトみたいなことになってるけど。僕のゲームボーイデビューはゲームボーイライトからでしたね。金と銀のやつでさ。なんか日本圏の出してたソフトを最初にやるという名目で買ってもらったという覚えがある。
Why was he so interested in old weapons? The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
金持ちだね。お金はどっから来てるのかしら。ああ、これかい？あらららららら。
What the hell was that?
Ah, いるんだよね。
What the hell was that? Damn. Did it hear that? What the hell was that?
観察する？あ、違うよね。やばいね。よいし
There has to be a way. Maybe if I destroy it.
破壊、破壊、破壊、破壊、破壊、破壊。
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
これじゃダメってことか。そういうことか。
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Hmm? なんか光ってる。
Damn it! This might be able to lift the curse on the painting.
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
The creature. This dagger was the only weapon capable of pushing it back. If Hawkins was trying to get rid of this shambler, she might have made contact with Drake. This antique dealer has a good knowledge of the occult. I have nothing to lose by meeting him.
You've got your spunk back. Go where you want. I'm staying here to talk business with Irene.
Hmm. 七種書房。 空鬼とは単なる空ホーキンスの絵画ではなかった。巨大な生物が飛び出してピアスを襲ったのである。激闘の後、探偵はかろうじて絵画に追い返した。後に、生物を撃退した担当が七種書房の店主であるアルジャーノン・ドレイクという男からサンダースに売却されたものであると知る。ピアスは書庫を訪ねてみることにした。